Okay, 1, 2, 3. Ahoy everyone who may be seeing this later on YouTube. We just finished the last of the side quests that we were willing to do in Zenless Zone Zero, and well, since we've still got some time left, well, might as well do a bit of heavily modded RimWorld. I have the biotech expansion of this game, but beyond that I don't have any of the others. I can't really say I have any interest in Anomaly, so I likely won't be getting that. The ones I do have interest in are Odyssey, which is the newest, and well, why can probably be easily guessed, because it allows you to go around so much easier and find so much more stuff. As for the other one, probably Ideology, just to get people to shut up about feeling sorry for harvesting the organs of raiders. Okay. Yeah, let's start a new colony. Let me actually show a bit. I currently have two, mostly this one, yeah, mostly this save going. It started as a Machinator run, and well, it's still a Machinator run, but it's basically grown into a small colony. But yeah. May as well give a bit of a show of the mods I have active, and it's a lot of them. So,
oh, bloody heck.
I think you can see... Oh, hello there. That's in the wrong spot. Oh well, that... And... Okay, something must have... Depends on... Wait, what? Did I... Okay, I'll have to disable that one then. Okay, but basically all of... I've got even freaking more of them over here, like... Pretty much all of the vanilla expanded mods, which are basically like an expansion pack all on their own. And they're still making new ones. Yeah, I guess we'll have to see... Guess we'll have to experience the reload of this anyways, because these mods do not play nice if they're in the wrong order. But yeah, a lot of it is quality of life stuff. Other stuff is just... to add more content. Like, one of the mods just adds global events. Like the planet going into nuclear winter, for example. Okay. But yeah, all in all, it's... I had tried this game some years ago, because this has been in my library for quite some time, and yes, one of the mods is just changing up the backgrounds in here every so often, because let's be honest, just the standard background gets boring with games like this, especially if you can spend like hundreds of hours on it. But yeah, I recently got into this game again. I don't really remember why. Might be because I got just from random RimWorld video on YouTube, or I saw someone else playing it, and well, bandwagon feeling. But yeah, I've actually gotten a lot better with this game. So, I've actually been enjoying it a lot more than my initial attempts with it. Because this game is good and all, but it is definitely rather hard to get into originally. Not as hard as freaking Dwarf Fortress. But still. Also, this loading bar is another one of the mods. Though, like it says here, mod list has changed since last game start. Estimate may be inaccurate. So, yeah. So yeah, for the next hour or so, maybe a bit more, we'll have to see. We'll be starting a new colony and just seeing what sort of fucking shenanigans we can get up to with that, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. You got any ideas for starts to try or something to try and aim for? Though it's unlikely we'll be able to get any major goals done in the amount of time that we have.
I have no idea.
Okay, we do have... I can explain some of the starts that you can do. You can start like a group of 3 from a space crash, like rescue escape pods landing. Starts pretty decently high tech. You can also start as a lost tribe that has escaped their tribe getting destroyed. That starts with 5 characters, but, well, it's a tribe, so you start with a lot more low-tech stuff. There's a start as a rich explorer, which is, well, a solo start. That starts you off with a bunch of good gear at the start, I believe. I don't think I've tried that one before. There's also the Mechanator scenario, which also starts with 1 character at first. But yeah, with that one, you get to build droids to help you a lot. There's also the vampire scenario starts. We could try that, or what are they called again? Hemophages?
Well,
There's no sacrifice. We can check in a few minutes once it's done loading.
it sounds rather fitting since it's Spooktober.
Yeah, true. So I don't actually know. I'm hardly an expert on this game. I would call myself a rookie still at it, not a complete newbie, but certainly not a veteran, and definitely not an expert. But let's take a look at that one. Yeah. Okay. Vehicles, harmonies, common sense. Yep. If you are going to mod this game with anything, I advise the common sense mod because, well, it's quite literally the name. It adds a lot of common sense stuff into the game. Like, your characters actually cleaning stuff up before they get to work or go to sleep or something. Because they'll get real grumpy if they have to deal with a messy work area. Okay.
Also,
honestly, go ahead.
We do have ideas of making a small series of this, possibly.
True, a pirate scenario.
Yeah.
And I'm honestly thinking when we do that, we are going to make it a requirement for characters to have at least 1 peg leg. Even if their legs are completely fine, off with one goes and peg leg goes in.
But why?
Because pirates.
Only a few had that on the ship, not everyone.
Well, they're going to be with this one. Okay.
You could do other themes than that.
Well, there's also hooks.
Yeah. Mix a little bit for... Let's be honest. That's gonna be expensive and... They can die from failed surgery and all that.
Yeah, there are some errors that I can't seem to resolve with these mods. With one of these, it's because of the Hellcat rifle, but I'm pretty sure that's a royalty item that the mod is looking for, but can't find because it's not installed. So that is a small nuisance. Anyway, new colony. Crash landed, 3 crash landed survivors, the classic RimWorld experience, lost tribe, 5 lost tribes people, attempt to rebuild, difficult, the rich explorer, 1 rich explorer out to explore the universe, extra difficult, naked brutality, naked, alone and utterly unprepared, can you survive, extremely difficult and unfair. The Mechanator, 1 Mechanator and a few servant mechanoids. I think so far this one is the easiest so far because, it's a lot easier to replace mechanoids than it is to replace pawns. And with this one, you're expected. You don't have to, but it's just very likely that you'll end up with an army of robots, all of which can be dangerous for raiders to deal with, and they're a lot easier to replace than a character you'd need, than a mortal character. Now let's Sanguophage, that's the word. 1 crash-landed Sanguophage needing blood to survive, and 1 human colonist. When a dark stranger offered you a cure for your cancer, you were ready to agree to anything. He made you into a Sanguophage, an immortal blood drinker hated by 1,000 religions. You hid your condition for years, but eventually a hunter tracks you down. Stowing away on the first starship leaving the system, you barely escaped alive. Note, Sanguinophages have unique strengths and weaknesses, which make this a difficult scenario. Your faction will be a new arrivals. Start with one adult or a child Sanguinophage and one other colonist of any age. Start with research death rest, and with 2,000 silver, a bunch of packaged meals, hemogen packs, because, well, blood drinking. Medicine, components, wood, steel, a longsword, and tents. Okay. And all of, or most of these are from the mods and such. Infested ship, new utopia. Oh, hello. A hideout for awakened androids, a classic vanilla races expanded androids experience. I had a colony running until recently that started with an awakened android that I named after Rom upon his request, but I realized too late one massive problem with that, and that is the research to give androids new cores, because they need to have their reactor core replaced. You can't recharge them. That is very late game tech, and I also made them a mechanator, so yeah, the moment their power would run out, the colony would basically die. So yeah, I had to abandon that one. Just checking this one. Some call you faulty, others acknowledge your humanity. There's a band of sentient androids, awakened and self-aware, hiding in the remnants of a forgotten outpost. You are not just surviving, but also dreaming, with the singular goal of creating your own utopia, an android haven, where all your kind can find sanctuary and acceptance. The outpost, a leftover from a bygone era of human exploration, is ill-equipped to serve your advanced needs. You will need to acquire a steady source of nutroamine in order to facilitate the influx of new androids. How many are you willing to save? Nutroamino is basically the core ingredients for medicine, but androids also use it as their blood.
Oh.
3 awakened. Oh, okay, you start with the Neutrino logistics and android tech. Okay, so yeah, you would not need to rush the research there. Okay. We could check over the others, but let's just start here. Okay, we've got the storytellers, the 3 classic ones. There are even mods to add more of these, some of which completely change up how the game plays. There's one that turns the game into a wave-based defense game. We've got Cassandra Classic. Create story events in a classic increasing curve of challenge and tension. She'll push you with dangerous events, then give breathing room, and then come back to push once more. We've got Phoebe Chillax. Gives lots of time between disasters to build your colony, but beware, at high difficulty she'll hit as hard as anyone. And Randy Random. This guy is infamous among the community, and honestly I've not touched him at all. Because, well, random. Randy doesn't follow rules. He'll generate random events, and he doesn't care if they make a story of triumph or utter hopelessness. It's all drama to him. Warning, since Randy is truly random, he will sometimes send extremely difficult or unfair groups of events at you. It makes for higher drama and unavoidable sacrifices. I've not actually tried her before. And, well, she does sound a bit like easy mode, so let's go with her. Okay, we've got peaceful, community builder, adventure story, strive to survive. I'm pretty sure this would be considered normal difficulty. Blood and dust, losing is fun, and custom difficulty. Beyond that, we can basically go Iron Man mode, so no reloading. Let's just go with that. And let's go with community build. I've obviously not touched much beyond here. I've only really gone on community and adventure, so call me a loser for that, but actually, let's take a look here. There is one thing I heard of that I do want to try. Let's see. Adaption rates. Okay, yeah. Wealth independent progress mode. One thing that is going to trip you up very easily is, well, this, or rather that this is off. Raids are based on the amount of wealth on the map, whether you own it or not. So if there's like a big chunk of gold laying on the ground somewhere, that's going to contribute to the attacks that you're going to suffer. Let's see. Play in a wealth-independent progress mode. In normal mode, the storyteller scales threats according to colonist count, player wealth, and a variety of other factors. Wealth-independent mode removes the wealth factor and replaces it with a fixed progress curve based on time. The time is counted from the founding of each colony. It is only recommended for those looking for a strict skill challenge. In wealth-independent mode, it may be nearly impossible to recover from serious losses unless you found a new settlement. It's also possible to get too far ahead of the curve and find the game too easy. Let's actually turn that on. Okay, anything else? Child raiders. Let's keep that off. Okay, and hopefully the rest of this basically contributes to... does that... we'll see what yes, that contributes to, or whether what that would be comparable to the on the list there. And yeah, because of the mods, there's just a freaking bunch of other civilizations around. We could remove some of these, but let's leave them be. Actually, I'd be honestly tempted to kill off the mechanoid hive, because those are generally the biggest threats you can fight against. Because, well, they're all metal. Meaning they have innate resistances that nothing else does. Okay. Let's go with a seed for this. Not sure if this will do much. There. Generates. And yeah, now similar to Dwarf Fortress, we'll have to find ourselves a spot to crash land on. Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, the purple civilization is generally friendly to you from the very start, or at least neutral, as it says here.
Blue
Same with
friendly.
the yellow.
Or was it green?
Most of the other ones are hostile, like all of these here. And there, and there. Okay. Now, we'll want to find a spot that has a year-long growing season. So, well, we can grow food at any moment. That's a polluted area. As it says at the bottom left bottom, pollution extreme. Let's see, we don't want to be too close to other factions because settling too close to them will piss them off. That's right next to another one. Rivers are always a decent thing to go for since you can, well, go fish and such, but hills is generally considered the best spot. In temperate forests, you can of course go basically anywhere, like tundras or even the freaking polar cap, but that's of course going to make things extremely difficult. Let's see. There's also of course all of these roads around that can help move around, make moving around easier. What's this? Mycotic jungle. Super dense overgrowth of massive giant mushrooms covered in a coat of mycelium. Giant mushrooms can be used as a poor substitute for wood, and the smaller ones can provide some sustenance. Beware of the bigger mushrooms, though, as they create a cloud of dangerous spores that can quickly suffocate any organic life.
Look at the minimap.
Oh. That's also a mod, a preview. And we can even re-roll these for even better spots. So if it wasn't for the giant lake in the middle, these would be extremely good spots because raiders can't really get through mountains.
You can build inside the mountains as well.
True, but then you run the risk of infestations, which will dig in from the mountains. Still a very good find. Let's see.
We could also turn that off.
True. Well, technically, not sure if we could adjust things now, but
Yeah, too late now.
Let's see. Large hills. None of these are really overlapping with the river. Let's see. 35 of 60 days. That's bad, actually. Or depending on how you do things and how good you are with everything. But yeah, do you want to be near some factions, or at least factions that you can befriend? Because some will always be hostile, like all of these. Except for this one.
By the gods.
What?
I forget the times the random names for places in this game.
Yeah.
Like Green Koala Fen. Ferret Mountain.
Small Tooth Shrubland.
What? Hot? What did I say there?
Evie Meef Weista. Yeah. Let's see. 50 of 60 days. Yeah, looks like we didn't get that good of a world, really, with this. But still, this colony is not going to last anyways. Okay, if we go between these here, we'll have 2 trading partners that we can easily get to. Is that a hostile? Yeah, those are always hostile. That's... I think that's the Pigman faction. Rough Pig Union. Those can be befriended. Okay, let's re-roll this one here a few times, see if we could get anything interesting. Let's see. Let's go with that. Actually, rich soil there. Stony soil. That's a very big spot of red. Let's go with this one here. There. Okay. Next. Okay, this is another mod that adds in different languages. Auto-assigns and creates them. Okay, now we get to picking our characters. Okay. So we have our Sanguophage. And our... I guess servant would be the best guess for it. Okay. Now these ones are always... Well, we should start with these as a Sanguophage. Let's see. Not really sure what would be good for them to start with on high skills. Let's see. Let's set you as any non-archite xenotype. Let's see. Baseliner. Wretch. This is one of the xenotypes that's added with mods. Let's see. Malformed and miserable creatures produced by genetic testing gone awry, subject to daily unstable mutations that can rewrite their genome completely. Okay. We've got their background here with military recruit. Born in a mid-world run by an intensely militaristic dictatorship. From a young age, he was trained to be a good soldier. They taught him how to use a gun and how to fight with melee weapons. And yeah, these give boosts for certain abilities, but can also disable certain others, like doctoring, caring, nursing, and operating. Destroyer General held the rank of... Sorry about that. Cave held the rank of Destroyer General in a powerful mid-world military. He was known for his mastery of weapons and was also a good ship pilot. Plus shooting and melee, minus artistic, but plus social, and a lot of other stuff disabled. Okay, that would be a bad idea to start with someone who cannot do all of that these things. They're listed up here: dumb labor and carrying. Then we have traits like refined palate. Only the finest meals satisfy Cave. He feels indifferent toward ordinary food, but savors lavish meals and gains greater joy from them. But he's a slow eater. And trigger happy. This one is often considered the best trait to get on a character because, well, it halves the time they need to shoot. It lowers their accuracy a bit, but, well, if you can shoot twice as fast, then a little bump in that doesn't really matter much. Now let's see. Pew pew pew. Cave just likes pulling the trigger. He shoots faster than others, but less accurately. Okay, they can also have. They can also start with augmentations, or in this case, the unstable mutation, catastrophic. They can also start with like cybernetic limbs, scars, illnesses, and such. And relationship with other characters over here. Let's focus on our Sanguophage first. High social, high melee. Let's see. Pyromaniac. That's generally considered a rather bad one.
Nope.
Pyromaniac Space Marine, but who's also a cat person. Incapable of firefighting. Suppressed. This trait has been suppressed by a conflicting force genetic trait or gene. It will not be active until all conflicts are removed. Okay. Oh, wait, what? Gene Sanguinophages are pyrophobic. Okay. Well, that is also a bit ironic, I guess. And, well, cat person. A lot of these traits are also for mods, because the baseline amount is a bit limited. Okay. Also, why are they dressed up like fucking Neo? Let's see. Mining. Jogger. Speed is always good. He will drag his feet and move more slowly. Tough, also a good one. Halves damage incoming. And toxic guana eggs they have. Yeah, they can also have different possessions. Like some start with a pet or with weapons already. Let's see. Urist best. Let's see. Age 27, but real age or their biological age is 27 years. Their chronological age is 1699. Let's see, they were a shop kid. Urist's mother was often ill and it fell to him to run the store, which was their only source of income. He learned a little about the exotic artifacts which he sold and a lot about the art of the deal. +4 social and +2 intellectual. And they were also a herb world entrepreneur. In the herb worlds, most suffer, but someone has to run the corporations. Urist learned the skills of the trade, greasing palms and technical analysis. He's a social intellectual machine, plus social and intellectual, which, well, start out really high here. The green ones are... That's where these characters have genetic advantages from, well, their xenotype here. Let's run a few more here to see if we can get something interesting. Hillyan, who are just incapable of... this one is especially incapable of cooking. Come with a lot of... let's just try another one. Bronum. The result of an experiment splicing together human and bovine DNA. This has left them with a muscular body, distinctive bovine features, long and shaggy fur covering large portions of their body, and curious bone spikes that jut out from the bottom of their face. They're suited for hard labor like planting and construction, and they have the constitution to shrug off the typical injuries that come from that job and just keep working away. But what is most notable about them is their powerful build and especially muscular arms. These enable the Bronum to carry far more than the baseliner, though their sheer size means that they require more rest and food as well. In addition, their muscles, while perfect for hauling, are ill-suited for finer motor control. making their melee strikes slow and clumsy and their art rather dire to look at. Okay. They were a ranger child and became a bush sniper. It honestly, it sounds like this would make for a good thrall. Yeah, that would be the word, I think. And over here we have a comparison of all the skills, or the highest skills along the group. They're both rather terrible crafters, so let's check for a different, if we can get lucky with a different Sanguophage. If you can even select that around here. Basic android, awakened androids. Yeah, we can do the same randomizing on a lot of these characters and see what we can come up with and compare that to the others. So you can spend a lot of time just here. Let's see. Strigoi, Sanguophage. Yes. Okay, randomize. Let's see. Crafting is something we want something reasonably with, at least. Because, well, crafting, you'll have to make stuff. Let's see. Genes regrowing. Okay. Jungle Kid, no adulthood phase. That's 17. Crafting. Also, these flames denote how their passion for it. 1 flame is reasonably, 2 is passionate, a burning passion. These flames is critical. This skill is extremely important in some way, most likely due to events in their past. That is from one of the mods, as it says at the bottom. Vanilla skills expanded. Let's see. Oh, and this one. Passion, apathy, absolutely no interest in this skill. Rather want to avoid that. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Eric Nitro Nystrom, childhood computer. As a child, Nitro crafted complex algorithms. He was used as a human computer for most of his childhood. This left him socially awkward and rather scrawny. Despite the solitary confinement, Nitro developed a great imagination to occupy his idle time. Okay. Can't do social stuff, but... and fittingly, they became a computer engineer. He also learned to craft delicate sculptures and random magnetic trunks for fun. Became fond of technology and mostly gave up on talking to people. Using computers as friends has left Nitro unable to care for others. Okay, then being unable to be social as a Sanguophage would be a big drawback, though. So let's start this again. Nope. Let's see. Another pyromaniac.
I think we should get a good servant for the one we're going with.
I think this... Yeah, let's...
Okay, yeah, that one is good. But yeah, we need someone that can craft.
Yeah, it would be good to have our main character be able to do that. Let's see. Passion natural. Naturally good at this, however, this means they won't keep up their practice. Yeah, skills can degrade over time. But these passions help with how quickly they remember, how much they remember stuff and how much they learn new stuff. I think we probably won't get better than this guy. Let's see. Forester. Grew and harvested forests. He understood both the practical challenges of soil types, wind and rain, as well as the long-term planning of forest growth. He's absent-minded. Tends to let his mind drift, even in the middle of work. He may sometimes stop tasks at random. A fast walker. Plus 0.2 walk speed. Likes to be going where he's going. He walks quicker than most people. Pyromaniac is suppressed. Oh wait, they're an imp, aren't? Okay, an imp Sanguophage. That could be interesting. That would be a bit of a a paradox, huh? Yeah, the imp species, well, fire-breathing imps and such. Let's think of that.
Oh, yeah. I'm concerned.
That would just make it all the more interesting. Okay. Oh, hello. Ex-lover, Samantha Sam Haxton. Sam Haxton. Okay, making things even more interesting. Shall we go with these two then? Before we spend another half hour here?
Sure.
Okay.
Also, knowing this mod, I recognize this one, you can alter what they are and such, what traits they have as such.
Yeah, through through bioengineering. That's from the expansion pack with biotech.
Oh, I mean, you just can click it.
Oh, right, the character editor you mean here?
Yes.
Yeah, I've not actually touched this before. Yeah, with this basically we can just customize the characters completely. But I don't want to do that too much. Oh yeah, they have massive penalties there. Let's give them a bit of extra plants because, well, they'll need to eat something. Okay, what the heck is that supposed to... Oh, the stuff that we start with. Okay. Close. Close. And start. Well, guess we just have to hope that no fires break out until we can, quote-unquote, recruit someone.
Oh dear. Also, I just noticed something. You know the bovine one?
Yeah.
It's a she.
Yep. Okay, we've got ourselves a space minotaurus and a space imp vampire. Okay.
And they are ex-lovers.
Then came the crash. Only a few made it to the escape pods. You land on an unknown RimWorld and find that you are not alone. What will you do for the blood you need to survive? Also, one thing that's probably immediately clear as well here is that one of the mods adds dinosaurs. Okay.
What the heck? Why are they wobbling?
Another mod that makes the animations more interesting. Let's see. First off, allow all of that. And, okay. We landed right here where I want to make this little base. We can turn this into a little hideout.
Yeah, look up, actually. North, a bit more north. That's actually a good spot. You have one area you can just make a one long wall.
True. Okay. Let's see. Anything else of interest here? With the Mechanator start... Oh, there. Classical car wreck. Yeah, with the Mechanator start, I got a Humvee wreck right on the starting map. Which, well, you can restore into functionality. The heck? Oh, that could be a big problem. Oh, hello there. This is how you can get a Mechanator without starting Mass 1. Yes, there are events that can get, have you turn one of your colonists into a Mechanator or a Sanguophage. Okay. Now, typically it's advised to do a lot of planning beforehand, but we're not expecting this to last, so I'm just going to tell them to chop a bunch of wood around here. And then, also this is a lot better because of, again, mods. Then put up some walls here. don't actually need to do corners for it something to be counted as a room. There. Okay. Put a door there, a door there. And yeah, that can be the starting base then. After we fill in that as well. Okay. Now, second most thing outside of planning stuff out is to go here to manual priorities. So you can, well, decide what your character should, or your pawns should focus on. First off, let's lower that all down. Let's keep them at least 4. Okay. Yeah, if it means red, then it means they've got very low skill in that. Let's see. We want... Which of you two actually has the better construction? I forgot to check that. Numbers, a tab added by another mod. Useful for comparing stuff like, well, construction. Sam, of course, is the better builder. So we go here. This is also expanded due to a mod, which this would also be a lot closer together. Like, drill, quarry, and mine would be all in one. But, yeah, sometimes you just want characters to focus on one specific thing in a category. Now, why is there 2 hall pluses? Allow tool and keys allow... Oh, I've got something double there. Anyways, construct. We can also sort these by high to low. So, Sam, that is your priority 1. Put that as priority 2. We can go a bit rough with this at the moment. We can set to plant growing a bit. Okay. Because we'll need food, so... Manage, zone, growing zone, fertile only. Here we can turn on, well, what ground is fertile and not. That used to be a pretty big place. Might be easy to move into there. But yeah, first night we need shelter. So just going to make a little food area here. Rice is the easiest to grow and the fastest. Also, again, a bunch of extras because mods. There, rice plants. Okay. Also, stockpile zone. Just to throw all of this stuff in here instead of leaving it outside where it can, well, deteriorate. Okay. Yeah, beds. Furnish, bedroom, and at least put down 2 spots like this for now.
All away from each other, huh?
Okay. And yeah, from here on it's just adapting to whatever the fuck we end up doing. And well, what ends up happening. Minimap, again, mods. Basically, if there's something you're looking at, it's probably a mod from a mod. Foxes count as predators, okay.
Well, yeah, but what the heck do you think foxes were?
Yeah, I know that they are predators, but for this, they generally aren't really much of a problem with hunting your colonists and such.
Oh, you never run into man-hunting foxes?
Nope. Amber, nice. Not really sure, and it looks like this map is free of ancient dangers. That's actually a first, I think.
I will tell you, Captain, you can run into something like man-hunting rabbits.
True, I've had plenty of man-hunting packs run into my colonies. But
Yeah.
predator typically means that if they get too hungry, they will try to kill they will actively attack your colonists and animals.
Yeah. Like,
Speaking
it's
of
another thing that
animals.
can be very horrifying or bloody damn comical.
Let's see, Apatosaurs. Let's see. Minimum handling skill 6. Do either of these have animal 6? Oh, Sam, yeah. That makes sense, since they're quite a little cowboy, or cowgirl in this case.
Did I want to have 13?
I kind of want to... We don't really have the space to do too much on that at the moment. Let's see. For now, I think I'll adjust you to haul more up there. There. So all of this stuff gets moved over here. Actually, we could use these. We could use those instead of instead of building this up here. Oh, well, they're already busy with it.
Well, you still need a place to store the stuff. You should have something somewhat more comfortable to sleep in.
Yeah. Okay. Really? Defied or forgotten their orders. That could be an issue on the long run, but oh well. Let's see. Death Rest. Colonists with the Death Rest gene must periodically regenerate themselves in a special coma called Death Rest. This takes several days. Special machines placed near the casket can give bonuses to the Death Rester. A person can only connect to a limited number of machines. This number is shown by... shown by their Death Rest capacity. You can increase Death Rest capacity by injecting Death Rest capacity serums. These can be purchased from traders. Okay. And yes, Sam is having difficulty cutting down a tree, which you think would be easy with the rest of the description, but it is entirely dependent on the plant skill.
Wait, what is the class?
Their plant skill is 0. Okay, probably would have been better if I'd upped that on them instead of this guy here.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the vampire.
No.
Well, that would be comical. A forester that doesn't know how to cut a tree.
Okay. Need to chop that down. Click there. Select the other one on the edge. Okay. Consuming meal. Okay. Let's speed things up a bit. Just zooming through. Okay. Furnish. Lighting. Let's put up a torch for warmth and light. Did they just move?
Was it them or something else?
I'm not seeing anything cow-like. Oh, wait. Space. Okay. Can mark those for deconstruction at some point.
Yeah, those can be awesome, but they can also be frustrating.
Yep, chasing fireflies. Okay.
I should warn people, those things can sometimes land on your structures or, this has happened to me, land on your colonists. So I think once or twice a meteor of gold just happened to land on some raiders.
Yeah.
And guess what happened after that?
Just killed the raid right there and then.
Well, it didn't kill half of them.
Both of them.
Oh, shoot. But yeah, I was ready to defend, for they were a bit more better geared. but that meteor, it made them flee. That didn't even begin. I think they even were trying to build something to attack me with, but the meteor just stopped the plan, they just retreated.
Let's see. Blood feeds. Bite the target and extract hemogen directly from their blood. The target will lose blood and will be horrified by the interaction, but will be otherwise unharmed. A fast-acting coagulant will seal the wounds in to prevent bleeding. Can only target non-hemogenic humans. Hemogen gained is affected by the target's body size. Okay, so the fact that Sam is a big girl is going to be of aid to that. Let's get started on stuff. Put a butcher table outside for a moment. A fueled stove in here. Manage zone. Generally, pawns will clean anywhere in the home area, but since that can also include just massive ranching areas, I'm just putting I just got a mod that allows you to specifically select where they will clean. And yeah, Aurora, we've got RimWorld going on now.
Hello!
Also, equip that master work sword, will you? Okay, Sam, since you are here...
What was that? Hey, I heard a sound like green ring happened.
That might have been one of... Let me do a... Let's see. Messages. Okay, I have a mod that puts in a ping anytime that a character gains a skill level, but none of them have gained a skill, or at least it didn't say anything about that. And yes, it's the vampire starter roar. The first time I'm ever doing one of these, so I have no idea if I'm going to screw this up or not.
Yeah, you wanna explain the interesting things about the vampire we have?
This guy, it won't say it here because Sanguophage is overriding it, but this one's an imp. You know, the fire people? So, yeah. Okay, let's start on some simple meals to be cooked here. Times 4, that means less moving around. Due until 10. Okay. Which of them is the better cook? There. Oh, Sam. Okay. So... put that on number 2 as well, then. Okay. We want to dig that out eventually, but we should focus more on steel at the moment. Once I could wall this off with a fence and just turn this into a little grazing area for these.
You got to tame them or eat them?
Yes.
Oh dear. In one way, you will think that will be a lot of blood.
Okay.
But I guess that would be too easy. Oh. Actually, now I just realized that skin is probably very thick.
Okay. Yeah, seems that the swimming group is starting a voice chat on WhatsApp or something. For a second I thought I was getting a call for something important, but no. Yeah, like Aurora says, we'll need prisoners to feed off of, because, well, Sam probably won't like the love bites.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Apparently, Sam, our Minotaur woman, and the vampire imp are ex-lovers.
Yep. Okay, but other than that, they are they are pretty happy with each other. Let's see. My ex-lover -15. Crash together for a big early bonus. Chit-chat, deep talk 27. Physically appealing 0. Lars and I had a nice chat. It feels like we can talk about anything. Okay. A 45% romance. Oh, okay, we are going to attempt that ASAP. Let's see.
Oh no.
Actually, if we dig that out, we could turn this into the fridge. Screw it. Lars, where the fuck are... Oh, you're planting the rice. Okay.
Oh, there's also another function I think you've forgotten. Speed.
Yep. Okay. Actually, I'll want to make a small patch for something else here as well. Not that big. Let's see, for fertile only. Going to... nah. It splits them up too much. There. For, let's see... where is it? There's probably a mod to make this easier to select as well. I think I've seen one of those, but I don't have it installed, or not sure if it's up to date for 1.6. Heal roots. Another patch here for cotton. A patch there for some, where is it? Psychoid plants. We can make tea out of that. And for a bit of early... corn.
Captain?
Yes?
Are you read about that tea?
It gives a big... I know what effects it does, but it does also give them a big mood boost. Plus we can go over here. Another thing that most people should probably change early on. Turn that all the way up to 60 or 61. Basically, if any of their stuff wears down past this point, they'll swap it out for something. And once something goes below 60%, it loses a lot of its sale value. So having them save stuff above 60% will be very good for, well, getting rid of stuff you can't use anymore. Okay, drug policy. Social drugs. We can set a limiter on these. So if we find... Can't sort, sadly. Smoke leaf. Psychotropic mushroom. Psychite tea. If we set that to only if they're below 50 moods. There we go. That should help keep them up.
Aurora has written something?
Let's see. I got tired of that and got a mod where you can repair equipped stuff. Also an option, of course.
Are you telling me you don't have that one?
Nope.
Why?
Yes.
What?
Okay.
Go on.
Yeah, don't got much beyond that. I think... I might have seen it, but there's just so many mods that it's very easy to lose freaking track as well.
Yeah.
Also, actually,
From how many mods you showed me, I'm surprised it wasn't part of them.
but there's also one for upgrading quality by merging together two of the same quality into a higher tier one. Maybe I'll get that one as well at some point. For now, one of the mods I'm sort of rethinking is this one, warehouse storage, which, well, this can store 48 stacks of stuff. So basically all that's laying on the floor here would fit into this, whereas normally you just have the shelves that can hold 6 things, or 6 stacks of stuff. But yeah, I'm guessing me filling those cardboard boxes full of shit probably contributed to all of the powerful raids that I'd been getting on my other colonies. Okay, give me a moment. Yeah. Yeah, just something feeling off a bit. Oh, right, another mod that adds a bit more variety to the the looks of these things. Have we collected all of our stuff from there, by the way? It does look it. Okay, also is neither of them going... Sam is sleeping, so there's not going to cook. Should probably wait until they're both awake. Yep. Also, I'm going to put up a schedule for them. Let's see.
I sort of think it actually is Sam that is mooing.
There we go. Have them work for most of the day, then 3 hours of recreation. Generally, I leave them on anything for most of the day, but well, we need these to put in the damn work. Oh, she woke up. Yes, she woke up before her sleep got filled. Okay, typically they sleep until that is completely full. Really, you just woke up just to chase the freaking... Okay. As I was going to do earlier, let's build one of those for it, and then have them try to romance once they're both up. 75% chance. Okay, I think there is another mod, yet another mod I should say more, that adds a romance need for lovers. Though I think in the base settings it makes it a bit too easy for characters to end up romancing each other. And vampires do hate sunlight, yes, but this is more a sanguinophage, so not technically vampires.
Yeah, I think I saw a Strigoi as an option.
Yeah, that was more as a racial option. Let's see. Uninstall. Deconstructing returns 70% or so of all the materials. Okay.
Noble quality bed.
Yeah, it's Sam who's fucking mooing. Okay. Now, is none of you going to freaking cook?
Please tell me some of them know how to cook.
Well, Sam is a... It's probably because there's still stuff to build or repair here. That's why she isn't doing it. So... turn that down a bit. And let's see. Actually, let's turn that up to 1 for the moment. And then we start to plan out a bit of an expansion here. There. Okay. Chop woods. Okay, these are not, those aren't trees, so those can be cut down real easy. Doors. Okay, I'm mostly going just by improvising stuff at the moment. Then we can dig into here to make a to make a fridge. May as well mine that out. Yeah. Okay, now want to sleep together. Consider assigning them a double bed. And yeah. And yeah, now they both have opinion of my lover and opinion of my best friend. So, looks like this is becoming a romance show as well, huh?
But I currently... That's friends with benefits?
Yep. Just preemptively. Yeah, this having a search bar is very freaking useful. Okay, Sam, get... missing raw food? Okay, so that's why they're not working on that.
Well, yeah, wait. Captain.
30% chance?
Are you telling me you forgot that you need ingredients to cook?
Yeah, I thought they'd have at least some... Actually, they can just pick the freaking berries for that. Okay, I was thinking a bit too early for the rice and such to be harvested. That needs 3 days to grow. Okay.
Yeah, I think there's some small animal life we could also hunt.
Yeah. Let's see. Wildlife. Let's see. Nice that we can sort on this. What is actually nearby? That is a better question, I think. Okay, most of it is all around here.
I think there was some closer to camp earlier, but you need to zoom in for they are small.
Trudon. We're hunting that.
Mostly because that's more of a competitor.
Okay. Box. No, don't hunt that then at the moment. What have... Oh. Boom bats. Basically wombats, but boom. Not sure if it would be a good idea to hunt those, even if to just get rid of them because, well, forest fire. And... yeah, packies. Actually, can those be written or ridden? Let's see. Not even sure where you can really see that here. Nope. We got a visitor.
It should say.
Faye, Fenox, Nickel. Let's see. You are Stoneborn. Okay. Short, stout, and angry, and I think that's all that needs to be said about to identify what this is based on, huh? Oh, 14 crafting. Okay, they are good with constructing, mining, crafting, and medical. Okay. Psychically deaf, very neurotic, an undergrounder, of course, gay, a board game fanatic. Okay, so they were a 40k player, and then became a game master.
Wait. What does it say on gender?
Okay, we need to try and entertain and befriend them so we can recruit them. Let's see. Female. Okay, so... okay, if these two weren't already likely to go at it, then would it be possible to have a cow and a dwarf?
I want you to take a look at them again, and you will notice something else about them.
Yeah. Well, there is disagreement still whether female dwarves should have beards or not. Yeah, actually, install that there. Actually, we have these tents already. That's guests can use.
Yeah, give it the... Yeah, you should be able to pick guest.
Yeah. Guest tab, they are... Yeah, we don't have any faction goodwill at the moment, but it wouldn't be enough to make them hostile, the faction hostile. Here we have the main tab. Okay, they are 44% happy. 45, it's going up at least.
Oh, I see something tiny. In the grass, something grayish.
Yep, it's a Trudon.
You wanna hunt it or tame it?
Actually, what is the chance of taming it? Pretty high, actually. Okay, with a 25% chance to attack. I don't know if this is supposed to be like this, but a lot of the dinosaurs have an seem to have a very high chance to tame. Now let's see, what are your needs at the moment? Uncomfortable. What? Let's see if they'll get some loving aspiration.
What?
Just look at this this injury.
But I was planning to make that kind of joke earlier, but decided against it. I should probably at least taken it as a consideration of an actual danger.
Okay, well, you'll need to attend to that wound on yourself there. So, good luck. This vampire is going to get fucked to death before anything else.
Oh, bloody heck.
Just cut that down. Chop that. Actually, oh. Yeah, just put that as number 1 for... Okay, we'll need to get our hands on a doctor as well at some point then. We can use this as a little prison area. Also, we should try to get some research going as soon as possible, actually. Make research, simple research, claim and deconstruct. Okay. There. The door there. Chop that. Okay. Just fast forward a bit more. Okay, Sam woke up just to clean a bit. Also, there, entertain. Turn that up to 1. Because, well, that is the easiest way to get new colonists. This is from the mod Hospitality, which, well, is all about hospitality.
Yeah,
getting visitors.
I think that one is a must-have mod, basically.
Pretty much, or almost. Oop. Wait, did the Utah kill it? Yeah, the Utah kill it. Yeah, killed it. Oh well. At least that meant it's not hungry enough to go after our colonists. Put a chair in that. They'll be parking their ass on that a lot. Larson, how are you on... What did I set mining to? Or did I set it to anything at all? Oh, it's up on 3. Let's... oh, I completely neglected the recreation stuff. So let's quickly put one of those down. And... one of those. Actually... it's generally best to have your barracks as a sort of all-purpose room for a bit. Let's see. Okay. We can recruit them in a little bit, from the looks of it. Which means probably a good idea to install this somewhere. Okay. Let me see mine. Actually, also, something I need to take care of, or keep an eye on, is... a local Vagia has gone mad. It will attack anyone it sees. Okay, so that's gone Manhunter. And basically rabies in a different name, and... oh, great, the thing has a... the thing has a baby. Okay. Yeah, with bridges, there is a little trick I know of. And that is very good at keeping things cooled down. And let's just go with a reasonably sized area for now. There is the... oh. It's attacking the Trudon. And it's losing.
So is the Troodon.
Okay. Oh well. There'll be plenty of other things to tame later. Let's see. There, not there. Okay, apparently doors are a bit finicky when it comes to temperatures and such. Also, we can hold that open since it's just a connecting one. No need to slow people down. Research. Let's see. Let's start with basic batteries. And this is always a good one to go for. Let's see. Build doors there and there. Okay. Actually, can we recruit you now? Yes, we can. Okay, confirm. That does piss that one off, and for some reason they immediately strip naked. Okay. Mining. You're actually the only one who... no, that's growing. Yeah. You're actually the only one with a decent mining skill here, so let's make that your first priority. Animal prosthetic blade. Okay. Okay, seriously, why did you strip naked immediately? I'm pretty sure we have anything set as for clothes at the moment.
Wait. Look at the clothes.
Oh, it's because they're all shitty. Okay. What the... accidentally clicked out of the game. Actually, for that then... manage apparels, anything. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, it's better to use that thing when you actually have some clothing to use from.
Right. There. Butcher creature. Do until 50 meat will do for now, I think. Okay. Also, just put that on. Actually, did you come here without any fucking pants? Okay, they still have a skirt on at least. Oh well. Chess table. Yep, there. I don't think I've actually seen them much play against other pawns, so one is generally enough. Okay. May as well do two. Okay. But yeah, them being able to do some recreation will help keep them happy for a bit more. Okay.
Oh dear.
Let's see. Where is this about? There. Should death rest in 23 days to avoid exhaustion? Okay. We can have only one building for that at the moment. Let's see. That's probably under biotech. Yep, death rest, casket. Okay. Hemopump. Increases the amount of hemogen death resting can store in their body. Okay. Hemogen amplified state, so they gain more hemogen from any source. Using a gland probe and blood analysis, so it links with a death resting person, stimulating more active states. Okay. Okay, so plenty of stuff that we could add on. Okay. Actually, we probably should work a bit on power now. That shouldn't be blocked by anything. Then we can turn the torches to lamps. Wall lamp. There, and there. And put in some hidden conduits. We can probably put another one next to that, so there. Yeah, hidden conduits, they are double the cost of the usual, but simply put, they're just infinitely better. Okay. Alright, yeah, you're not a constructor. Okay, we'll need to have that be made quick then. Though we don't have any cotton to make clothes with yet.
Yeah, so what about the door?
Yeah, the thing with that is, let's see, area, cooling. If we put two of these, well, we don't have enough steel for that, but we can plan it out. If we put two of those like that, facing the doors, and then have them remove the ceiling above it. Oh. Well, never mind on that then. Can that... Yeah, that is a... I should have checked for that before. We can remove it there, though. So if we move this a bit further, put another one there, and then build a bit of walling. Then we can turn this into an airlock. That will mean that... yeah, that actually won't work there. Let me see. Remove... Can be removed there. Okay. So restore that there. We'll need to replace this a bit then. Get rid of that. Deconstruct that. Build a new one there and there. Deconstruct that. Okay. Yep. Since it looks like you'll be here for a while, Larson thinks you should give your faction a name. What should your faction be called? The Covenant of Charon. I think you should give the settlement a name. Tithe Hope. Okay. Alright then. Build a bit there.
What level in construction?
Level 8.
Okay. It's a very tiny text for me to see.
Oh, ambrosia.
It said 0.
Okay. Another little trick that people do with ambrosia sprouts and such is that they just put a growing zone on it and disallow sowing, so they'll only harvest whatever actually grows there. Also, please haul that. We can dump it outside. There for the moment. Okay. Mine out that. And build walls there. May as well do that just to be extra safe, because I think there is a bit of temperature leakage diagonally, but I'm not too sure on that. Okay, but beyond that, you generally want to have double walls in your fridge, but oh well. Let's see. Research. Let's drop that hauling down some. Minor break risk. What are you unhappy about? Dull barracks, unsightly. Ate without... Oh, right, table. Should have given them a table as well. Put that right there. You can get rid of the torch. Okay.
Did we get rid of the stone thing?
This typically gives, yeah, it gives beauty to the area. So we actually want to keep that. It's not much. Actually, I know what is causing unsightly stuff. It's a dirt floor. There. Okay, then Sam will get to work on that soon. What's that? Oh, Luciferian. Okay. Luckily we don't have anyone that needs that. Because that stuff is a literal devil's deal.
Oh, really? What gave that away?
Need to extend the power line a bit further. Okay. Let's expand the roof a bit here. Actually, first check. Okay. We don't want these to be blocked by roofing. Just a quick little bit like that. So that once batteries are researched, we can place a few over here. Also unforbid that, so that can be harvested for food. That's immediately what they go do. Oh, fungus withdrawal. Okay, I should have checked their health tab beforehand. Disturb sleep, underground or outside. Okay. It'll probably be a good idea to make some individual houses for them then.
Yeah, I think if the room is 5 by 5, that's good enough. Like, it doesn't need to be bigger or smaller.
Not like that. Walls. Open. It's 13 by 13. Cancel all of that. Mine these bits.
Are you making a barrack?
More that I'm going to make it just separate housing or rooms. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Doors.
That seems rather small.
Yeah, this general enough to keep them happy, I believe.
That's why I said 5 by 5. The room, not the walls, that is.
This will still give them. This should still give them about 27 to 30 spaces for their room, which is actually more room than a 5 by 5. If you're counting the internals.
Yeah, internals.
Like the inside of it. If you a 5 by 5 room on the inside would be a 7 by 7 building.
I think you mean interior.
Yeah, the chop that.
We are building houses, not mimics.
Oh, several master spaceships have engaged in combat in the planet's orbit. Missed shots and debris can impact the ground in the area. This can lead to massive fires. I'm not sure if that one's an original event or not. But it also means that we. Okay, you lucky fuck. Okay, they just crashed down apparently. Are
There's
you
more than one.
You're still trying to heal from your cracked pelvis.
There's another one there.
Oversized, death in 3 hours. It's raining men. Yes, indeed. And heavy space ammo. Okay, we need more medical beds. Copy. Just put those there quickly. Sam. Oh, missing wood. Chop woods. Chop woods. Okay, Larson. Wake the hell up. Another one incoming.
I will say this. I only heard you say his last name once.
Firefly.
Arson.
Ute.
Wait, what?
They got a firefly in a jar. Don't ask me where they pulled a jar out of. Probably their ass. Yep, that one's dead already. Actually, something we could quickly do here, since this one's not likely to survive anyways. Yoink. Okay. That one's also going to die. Oh, incoming. Oh, you're actually up and about. Okay, did you also have sex with a cowgirl?
Or
Let's
did they
see.
land very unfortunately?
They're an insector. And they're a decent medic, but they have high passion. They have high passion for medical.
Should we save them?
It would be good to have a dedicated, a dedicated doc.
You own Dr. Zoidberg. Oh, wait. Zoidberg was more of a...
Crab.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oop, minor break risk. At you again. Another landing. Yep. Okay, their afro is bleeding apparently.
What?
Now of all times a raid? Oh, actually, they're a much better choice for. They're self-tending. Let's see. Attacking immediately, and it's a single naked dude with an axe. Okay. One small tip. Don't click that away. You can use it to track their asses down. Also, there they are, keys. Larson, go rescue this guy. Bed reserved by Sam. Go rescue them all the same. Meantime, you will want to wake up. Never mind with that. Rescue that one. You undraft. Okay, they're still alive over here. With some luck, maybe the Utah will get your Tyrannus will get shot during all of this.
Tyrannus.
Tyrannus, yeah.
And you're the only one I ever heard nickname them as Utah.
Lars. Rescue. Okay, space battle is over. Okay, they have extreme blood loss, but we've got a lot of hemo packs that we could administer. Let's see. Not extracts. Blood transfusion. Okay. Now, if we can rescue this guy, it'll help a lot. Okay. This is... he only had that axe.
You move the body to the Tyrannus.
What are you... Good with melee. Okay, we can cut that one off. Another insectoid. Mushroom person. Actually a good idea, yeah, to put a dumping zone for corpses here so that if they do get peckish, they'll have food ready. No animal corpses. What the fuck? Oh, it's turkey. For a second I thought it was a giant fucking bunny.
Same.
Okay, where are you, Sam? Oh, you're... you'll be done by that by the time. Okay. We should put you up for high for crafting. Okay. Bills.
Also, damn it. Thanks to Aurora, I now have that song stuck in my head.
From the Weather Girls. Okay.
That was they were called?
Yep. Okay, sort these down. Not miscellaneous. A button-down shirt? Why is that miscellaneous? We'll want dusters, eventually.
I find it comical. That song is very old by now, but it's still being memed about and parodied about as well.
Well, it is just
To
plain
this
fucking
day.
fun. Okay. A trick you can do with clothing: make until X, lower it down to 1 or higher if your colony is bigger. Set it to like 70. Any quality or normal, or you can adjust this to how good your crafters are. Block some of these.
And you can
Allow
also tell
only
them
that.
which crafter, like any crafter with a certain amount of skill is only allowed to do see, so, and all that.
Yeah.
See and so. That was very Swedish me to say.
Okay, by doing this, you will always have one set in storage.
Yeah.
So we can do the same here.
See and so is basically will basically mean this or that.
Okay. Just going to set this for all of these.
So it would be pronounced si och så.
In Dutch, it would be so and so.
So you recognize that?
Basically. Yep. But to be honest, the English version would be so and so. So it's
True.
basically the same in all three languages.
True. But I was still surprised that when I was introduced to Dutch and then checked the translation, I actually thought Haast, H-A-A-S-T, was
Oh.
Dutch for horse.
Okay, so there's a steel wall here, but there was nothing about an ancient danger. Okay.
Haast means rule, correct?
What?
H-A-A-S-T. Does that mean rule?
H-A-S-S-T would be rush. Or haste.
Oh, I bet that's a mistranslation of that video.
Rule in Dutch would be regel. R-E-G-E-L. Advanced lights is a good one to go for.
Okay, then I guess it's a mistranslation for in the song they say Vodan Harst.
Hearst. Yeah, that is rules, as in, ruling. Not rules as in, law sorts.
Okay, then yeah, I think that whoever made the video made a typo. They wrote, yeah, they mispronounced Harst, as you said, but they wrote H-A-A-S-T. So I guess that was a typo.
Yeah.
In the lyric video.
Though I don't think Larson would mind typos. He'll just do anything, whether it's A positive, B minus, or A B.
Yeah, and again, I misheard you say his last name to Arson.
Yeah. Okay, to decide.
Oh, I think I knew why I misheard you say Arson, considering the childhood thing.
Let's see. Yeah. Sometimes I don't know what the chance is, but if you save someone, they can choose to stay. Sam has nothing to do at the moment. Go sleep.
But wait, so you don't know Dutch. Do you remember the accent you said that would likely be the Orkish version of Dutch? Or Dutch version or something like that? If you imagine Orcs have an accent in Dutch, it would be that accent.
Yeah.
What was the region called again? Haiti?
The Hague, Den Haag, Hagish. Oh, hello, earthquake.
I wonder.
I did nothing there. Okay.
I wonder if my introduction to Dutch may be that.
Could be.
But the band was called Heidevolk.
I'm just going to tell them to chop a lot of woods. Okay, I'm going to put research down a bit. Harvest grown plants, prepare soil and plant seeds, plant cut, aka cut trees and such. Cut when it's grown. I probably also should install that mod that has them automatically remove the stumps. Because that does get annoying.
What is the tentacle thing?
That's heel roots.
Oh.
Low on foods. Okay, that's all ready to harvest. Work. Harvest priority number 1. Okay, he's going to harvest it tomorrow then, I'm guessing. Go harvest, you fool.
Also, as a reminder, folks, tomorrow we'll be streaming again in the afternoon.
Yep. Let's see. Also, the aspiration thing that showed up earlier, that's yet another mod. It's that adds fulfillment here. How happy someone is with their personal achievements in life. If they achieve their dreams and complete their lifetime goals, the fulfillment will increase. Each stage of fulfillment decreases mental break threshold. Achieving maximum fulfillment will result in a final growth moment. What do you want actually? Get some love in. Become rich. Propose. See an aurora. And get married. Okay. You have be rich. Form a psychic bond. Okay. Married. And meet an angelic being. I'm not sure what is actually up with those. Like if there's actual angels around or if just anything beautiful and with wings will do.
Wait, what?
They're responding, seeing the aurora. Yeah, that's the aspiration.
Oh.
Should have seen that one coming.
Oh, I see what. I think you want to read the chat, Captain.
Let's see. See an aurora and get married.
Oh dear.
Okay, actually, I probably should make a bigger area here. There. Okay, apparently I left one spot for potatoes. Or 2 spots, but still.
Well, potatoes.
Okay, potato, just don't let Tatum hear it.
Why?
Well, because
the phrase or something?
No,
wait, what?
Tatum, everyone calls them potatum and such.
Oh.
Also, we'll want... If you're curious why I have a little extra area here, it's because these vents and such, they work. They provide less temperature transference and such if it's the further it's away from a heat source and such.
Ah, also we have more bodies to get rid of.
Yeah, a lot.
Send them to... Oh, blood, I can't play or say it. Send them to our god. It is almost a bit like that. offering to be left alone.
Yeah.
Please accept these offerings.
Let me actually take another look at you. Yeah, neurotic, gay, and undergrounder. Yeah, fungus addiction. I should have looked at that before recruiting them, but then again, they are a very good crafter.
Grafter?
So, yeah, crafter.
There we go.
So, yeah, they're going to be hauling bodies for now. Actually, let me disallow corpses from here. No, just corpses in general. Zone. Stockpile. And then we clear all. Okay, foods. Only fresh. Raw resources. Plant matter. Herbal medicine as well.
Wait, you want shelves for that?
Yeah. And animal corpses. Okay. Now, did we get enough in the meantime? Enough steel in the meantime? Yes. I could have checked that over here as well. Oh, plenty. Speaking of, actually, then, yeah, 1 steel battery, and get the line over here. Yeah, normal power conduits have a chance of sparking, and thus, well, causing fires. Nope, out of wood. Harvest all of those. The fuck are you doing over there? Just get a move on. Okay. Not sure why they were just standing in the corpse pile, but oh well. Actually, actually I hadn't scheduled anything for you, so you just go a full, you just take a day off. Let's see if that helps a bit. We could move them in here. So, furnish. Actually...
I just realized something there.
Yeah.
Something I just spotted. The lovebirds were making love, while the others were trying to sleep, and they're all in the same room.
Yeah. Now that would be awkward.
Yeah. At least that means that someone is ready to, well, get the benches ready and such.
Oh, right. Another mod's bunk beds. Yeah, but yeah, once they wake up here, one thing we need to keep an eye, we need to try, is to arrest this guy when we can, because since he decided to leave, he won't actually join, so we'll just have to convince him to join. Let's see, malnutrition. Let's just feed the freaking guy. But yeah, as long as he isn't on that, we can't actually do anything.
Actually, I wonder, can our vampire breathe fire?
He does have the ability here, yeah? Along with long jump. Okay. Yeah, feed. piercing spine. Use a hemogenic chemical reaction to launch a bony spine at the target. The spine exits through the skin from an opening between the collarbones. Given the method of launch, it is surprisingly easy to aim. For 20 hemogen. Kulak probably could have used that earlier to heal.
Why is that fire skill not in the... there, yeah.
Good point, yeah. There's probably a limit on the ones there.
Not really, unless the mod. Unless they can't because of the other thing.
Oh. The space battle burnt away all the ambrosia. Well. You are doing a lot better now. Okay, because they got fully they got their recreation done, and they got charmed. They still got this one from when they were a guest. That's been lasting quite a long time, it seems. Okay. And there we go, right back to minor break. It wouldn't be a dwarf without him being cranky, huh?
Bloody heck.
Okay. Now, we can move them in here.
Why there? You can put that on a better spot. Like, there's a double bed in front of the door. Really?
Well, what else would they be doing in their room other than going to bed?
It's blocking the door. Well, it should be. Bloody heck.
Okay. Set that down to -10 or so. Actually, probably -20 is better, because apparently infestations can crawl in anywhere that is under a mountain that is above -17 degrees. But yeah, since doors are a bit funky when it comes to temperature transference and such, this will basically act like a chimney. So all the heat gets pumped out, but all the cold stays in. Oh, no wood. Actually, wait, why haven't you gone and tried to tame these? Oh, not enough food. That makes sense, yeah. What else could we have you do then? Cooking, animals. You can go out and hunt some stuff. Or just tame some pets. Diplo.
Diplotalus is an amphibian.
But taming won't help because no food. Hunt some rats. Okay.
Wait, 3 of them.
Okay, that area is now off limits.
Oh no.
Oh, there's some corpses over there that I missed, apparently.
Get rid of the corpses quickly, for that could lure them over to us.
Okay, Sam is being risky there. They almost shot the Euthanaurus. There. What? I'm tempted to try to maybe have them hunt one of these, but I don't know if that would anger the entire pack or so. But that has happened, that one thing got hunted and just the entire pack jumped them. Okay, that Utah is not helping with the local wildlife. No, we can hunt you without risk of retaliation. Okay. Oh. Are you going to say where? Okay. Are we just above some sort of trade route or that's being disputed. Also expand that, so more room for corpses. Yeah, it turns out that this is going to be turn into like a temple for for the local predator species.
Oh no.
Harvest all of those that are grown. Harvest all of those that are grown. Harvest all grown on map.
What are
Hunt
those?
that.
Or was that in the south?
45% chance. Also, zone fishing. There. And Larson's still walking around with that. What effect does it actually have? Just 1% pain. I'm guessing his answer would be worth it.
Oh! It's cured!
And and it's just healed. So definitely they'd be saying worth it. Okay.
Oh, they've written something in the chat again.
Let's see. Aurora, don't ask for Kira, that's how thermodynamics works in RimWorld. Yeah, about this, I mean. As you can now see, it's minus 20 there. Nope, just chop all of that. All of that. All of that. Okay. Observed corpse, slept in the heat, hungry. Okay, but at least they're not unhappy about the barracks now. Chop that. We can actually check the status of these. Awful and dull.
I feel like you could put down the beds closer to the vents.
Yeah, the temperature is determined room-wide.
I meant that more like aesthetically, like who puts a bed that size in front of the door? It bothers me for some reason a lot.
Okay, so I'll keep doing that. Also, something I should do. Disallow foods. And herbal medicine in these. Also link their settings. Okay, and our addicted dwarf is still annoyed. Okay, we've got enough food for the moment, though. Or exactly the moment on that, though. What? God damn it!
I could see us making a series of this.
A part of me is tempted to try and continue this, at least for updates on the love life of the imp and the cowgirl, or more Minotaur.
I can see us doing some rather comical stories to just flesh out over these mad scenarios.
Got that as well, got that as well. Yeah, low food still. Okay. Sam's cooking up a bit more. Yep. And getting more food. Oh, there's another corpse there. Since you're away from the pack... Oh, 70%? Yeah, no. Actually, probably at this moment better to not try and tame anything. Okay, just basically harvest anything that won't fight back at the moment. Or is less likely to fight back. There we go.
So you should probably put a shelf in the fridge for berries.
True. There.
Any food, really. Not in front of the...
Another trick that I read is that if they have to climb over something, it only slows them down for the first thing that they climb over.
Okay, that
So if you fill an entire room with shelves, they will just they'll have to climb up the first one, but beyond that, they'll just go at the same speed.
And I try to make things look nice and functional.
Let's see. Animal corpses that are fresh. Foods. Herbal medicine. Okay. Did they make something there? Yeah, a cowboy hat. You were actually probably unhappy about your clothes. Not actually yet. Nope. Okay, Larson has their is the plus 100 friend. Incompatible orientation. I should check if that romance mod also added stuff for like polygamy or something. Oh, I didn't think that could give or could do revenge, but well, it's got no chance from the looks of it.
Captain, look what you were attacking.
Yeah, a giant bug, but
a giant centipede.
Food is food. Okay.
What the heck do you think a giant centipede will do if you shot at it? But it will either run or attack.
We need more for you to craft. We should also make you our primary doctor now, since, well... There. Something to mine out. Some more components there. Also... just empty out all of that. We take away our break time and immediately they go into minor break. Oh. And Sam is pregnant. Okay. Summer has begun, but winter is coming. Oh yeah, we have a limited growing season here. I typically try to go for areas that are, well, all year growable.
Yeah, no, it is good for the winter things, since that give them time to do other things, but also easier to store up food and have them frozen in the food storage.
Yeah, this means that we are going to need a fuck ton of foods. Buy, steal, or make some parkas, so you'll freeze when you step outside.
Also, time?
Yeah, we should probably stop soon. Okay. But yeah, I'd definitely be willing to try and continue with this. Preferably on screen. Is that what I think it is? Bio, or rather Ross, yeah, a high mate. Okay. Basically a species of, well, not exactly sex dolls, but the entire species is physically addicted to sex, so... Okay. Save. New folder. May as well name it after this. There we go. Okay, save. And yeah, that's where we'll call it for today with this extra stream of Zenless Zone Zero. And I think you can guess which of the scenes I had ready I repurposed for RimWorld quick.
Oh dear.
Okay, let me jump over to this one then instead. Okay. Yeah, I'd definitely be up for some other RimWorld streams, though. If we're going to do those, I'm not going to cut them into bits. Probably with a bit less audio editing here and there. Okay. But before we go end the stream, of course, let's go look for someone to raid. Let's have ourselves a look. Something, it's in a book. Okay. Let's see. We've got Brandon the Chihuahua who's playing Slime Rancher 2, and it looks like they've got some sort of deal somehow, or maybe it's through Twitch for a discount on it. Or no, discount on gift subs. Okay. The Lagstorm is playing Little Nightmares, the first one apparently. And that's actually about all the ones in our typical raid range from the looks of it. Let me look at any other games here. Other channels here. We've got Seabass the Mighty, who is playing a game called Shivers. His title is Spoopy 90s Adventure Continues. Let me first off mute, and then take a look. Oh, is this a... Okay, maybe we just jumped in at a bad time, but might be that it's a more... it's reading a book on this in the game itself. Next, we've got... I think I saw some... no, they've been removed, it seems, from the list here. Oh, well. Oh, there they are again. Arianetti, they're playing Super Mario Eclipse, which I believe is a fan mod / game of Sunshine. Let me take a peek at them as well. And keeping the other tab open and muted just to see what there is more about this Shivers game. I honestly thought it might be a pirate game at first because, well, shiver me timbers and all that. Okay, and yeah, this is a Mario Sunshine mod / fan game from the looks of it. I think I might have heard of this before somewhere. I'd have to look it up again. Yeah. Any of these sound of interest to you, or shall I take a pick? For repeat, we've got Brandon the Chihuahua playing Slime Rancher 2. And, okay, the other one seems to have stopped. Yep, okay, so Brandon with Slime Rancher, Arietti with Super Mario Eclipse, or Seabass the Mighty with this Shivers game, which they're still reading the same damn book, so I can't actually tell what the rest of the gameplay may be.
Your choice.
Let's go say hi to the Seabass.
All right.
Okay. Slash raid and paste. But before we get started with that, of course, thank you everyone who may be watching now or later for either the Zenless or the RimWorld parts. Yeah, thank you Aurora and Knight. And thank you as always, Drakir.
You're welcome as always, my friend. And thank you all for joining and watching this madness.
And yeah. Tomorrow in the afternoon, we'll be continuing with The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. And since we are... okay, accidentally refreshed the page there. Okay, did keep the mute on. Slash raid. Come on. Slash raid and paste. Yeah, since we... Should we keep this week still with the 2 streams, or should we wait with that until we've caught up to the main story with Zenless, or should we start a bit earlier with either or with those? So either Zenless and 1 stream in the weekend, or no Zenless and 2 streams in the weekend?
I would say we wait to see which one we finish first.
Okay, it's unlikely to finish either of them that quickly, though. But yeah, we'll see.
In In that case,
let's do 2 streams still this week, and next week we'll lessen things a bit, maybe.
yeah.
Okay. But yeah, for now, tomorrow and the day after, Zenless, not Zenless, Witcher 3. Monday, we'll see who's available for what, so could be Crossroads, could be Terminator, could be Borderlands, or maybe something else entirely, depending on if I can gather up some people. Tuesday, we continue on with The Evil Within, and Thursday we'll continue with it as well if we don't finish it. I doubt we'll finish it. There's also DLCs to deal with. And yeah, Wednesday we've switched over to my main account with Zenless Zone Zero and continue with the main story.
Yay.
Okay, but for now, let's get this raid started. And yeah, thank you all again for watching, and until next time, have a nice day, and until then.
Be safe, everyone. Sleep well. And watch out for undead seagulls.
And sex with Minotaur women.